Hey guys, good morning or afternoon, whenever some of you are watching this video. Um, so I want you to remember that this week there is a really goofy week going on. There is a lot of testing, a lot of times where you will or won't be in class or will or won't be in homeroom. So just make sure that whatever your teachers have communicated to you in other classes or your homerooms, that you are doing what they asked you to do. Just a reminder, Monday, eighth grade will be taking the math test at the Galaxy. Seventh graders, you will not have any regular live classes unless you have been instructed by a teacher to do so. Tuesday, eighth graders have science testing. Seventh graders, you will not have any live classes, again, unless you have been instructed to do so. Wednesday, we are having a fix-it day. Your homeroom teacher should have communicated the schedule with you. If not, reach out to your homeroom teacher and ask them what to do on Wednesday. Um, you will be showing up to homeroom like normal on Wednesday. So I'm sure your homeroom teacher will go over the schedule with you again. But if you're worried about it, um, just email your homeroom teacher and they'll explain it to you. Thursday, seventh graders have math testing at the Galaxy. Eighth graders, you will not have any live classes that day unless you have been told otherwise, specifically by Mrs. Lawrence. So make sure you know your schedule. Okay. Um, Friday, we have another fix it day for science and social studies. Again, your homeroom teacher will communicate that with you, and we will have homeroom on Friday. So, throughout the rest of the week, this is what you're going to be working on for language arts. Okay. So, what you're going to do is it's called Pick Three because you literally are going to pick three of these projects to do for the week. You can pick any three you want. Okay. But I want to just real briefly go over them with you, and I will also have these things written out in the directions for the assignment. So you're going to choose any three activities to complete. If you're looking for more, like if you're bored and want something else to do, feel free to try some of the others, but I'm only asking you to do three. So what you will do is when you are done with one, you will just drag this over the top of it so that I can easily see which ones you have chosen to do. Okay? I'm going to come back to this. Now, it looks like a tic-tac-toe board. It is not tic-tac-toe. You do not have to do things in a certain order. You may choose from anywhere on here. The only thing that gets a little bit tricky is if you notice down here, this bottom row is all First Chapter Friday. So I'm calling it First Chapter Friday because you're the most familiar with that, but it's really me reading an entire novel. So I've read the beginning, I've divided up the middle into two parts, and then there's the end. So here's what I'm going to tell you. You could just listen to that story for the week and have those be your three things, and then you would be done. Or if you only wanted to listen to the beginning of it and make it like a real First Chapter Friday, you could still use this as one of yours, but then choose two others. See what I mean? So it's kind of your choice. Free choice reading is just what it sounds like. You will read your own book and then you're going to do a response to it. Free choice writing is just what it sounds like. Those of you that like to write, it could be poems, it could be a short story, it could be anything you can dream of. It's literally what it sounds like. You just get to write for those of you that have been begging for time to just write. Free choice creating with artist statement. So, do you want to draw a picture? Do you want to paint something? Do you want to create something out of Legos? Do you want to anything creative you can think of with an artist statement, meaning that your artist statement tells us a little bit about what it is and how you created it. Okay. Or we included these three writing prompts down here. So this first one actually just links you to like a bazillion and one different writing prompts. Literally, as you scroll, there's a million ideas. So these are for people that like to write but have a hard time coming up with a topic. And these are actually pretty funny. Like, well, I shouldn't say funny, but some of them are funny. But they do give you an idea of things you could write about. Who knows you better, Google or your next door neighbor? Um, magical ship. This ship will take you to any novel you've ever read. Write a conversation between you and the characters. Election. Should the United States get rid of the Electoral College? Like there's fiction, there's nonfiction ideas, there's anything and everything you could dream of. So if you just want to write but have a really hard time coming up with your own topic, you may want to choose this one. And ew, pickle and pineapple frappuccino? I don't know about that. Anyways, so you can choose one of those if you want to. Now, the other two are actually prompts that are videos. So this one is called
Tell this story. You have it.
Okay, so it's going to tell you this story. It's going to set it up, and then you actually write the story that goes along with it. Okay, so this one's called The Mysterious Train, which is all about seeing different sides of yourself. And then there's literally one about a snail that is a detective. Okay, so
Tell the story of a pair of crime-fighting, mystery-solving snail detectives.
See, it's just kind of goofy, but it's just a way to kind of write a fun story. So again, you're going to choose three total. So maybe you want to create something. Those of you that are artists, maybe you want to create something. Maybe you want to listen to the first chapter of First Chapter Friday, and then maybe you want to pick one of these goofy writing prompts. Okay, those could be your three. Or maybe you just want to listen to the whole novel called Alone. So you choose these three, and those are your three. Okay, maybe you want to read a little bit. So you do free choice reading. You want to write about this snail detective, and you want to write your own story. You could do those three. See what I mean? You can pick any three that you want to from here. But what we are asking is that you tell us a little bit about what you chose. So you will see that these choice boards are attached as well. So choice one, let's say you picked the first chapter Friday. So what you're going to do over here is attach your sketch notes. Your sketch notes are just going to go right on here. Okay. Then let's say you write your story for free choice writing. Then you're going to come down to choice two, and you're going to put your story here. So you can either type it on here, or you can insert a picture of it on here. And the same with choice three. So you're basically going to show us your evidence there of your assignments by putting them right here onto the choice boards. If you do free choice reading, then what we're going to ask you to do is tell us the title and author of what you read. Even if you don't have to finish a whole novel, but just that you've read. Okay, so maybe it's just a couple of chapters or something like that, but you're going to basically do a sketch note for that or something to show us what you read about. Okay. Free choice writing pretty much speaks for itself. Any of these writing things you're just going to attach onto here. If you do something artsy, you can take a picture of it and upload it over here. And again, First Chapter Friday, you would do sketch notes for the beginning, sketch notes for the middle, and sketch notes for the end. If you have any questions, please come ask. Also, I'm going to write out the directions for each project in the instructions for Google Classroom so that if you need anything, hopefully you can find it there. If not, please email me, because even if I'm at testing, I should be able to email you back and let you know the answer to your question. All right. I hope you guys have a great week. Hopefully I'll get to see you at some point this week. Good luck with testing, and we'll talk soon.